Good morning. Good morning. It is 5 a.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday, May 10th. On Monday, we had talked about on Monday pacing yourself. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get right into this. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And on Monday, pace yourself. So, yeah, didn't do that. I was feeling hot, feeling go lucky. I wanted to get a lot done. So, well, essentially what happened is on the first couple days of the week, specifically Monday through Wednesday, is when I have pretty much all of my coaching. And then I use the latter half of the week for a lot more creativity, flexibility, like, if I need to travel for work or something along those lines. So the first couple days of the week, specifically Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday is a little more relaxed. I only have 2 coaching clients on that day. But regardless, I understand that it's a lot to get done. And then afterwards, my girlfriend and I, we went, mowed at the rentals, cleaning up another rental for one of her family members who owns a rental property. And I thought it'd be a good idea. So I'm going to Canada in less than a week. 5 days on that marker now. Dear God, we are getting so close to our trip and our goal. So wanted to exercise, been trying to exercise a couple times a day, specifically doing a lot of, well, you guys can see it on here. Can you see that? That is a hangboard for rock climbing. Family installed that bad puppy because there's no mountains to really be hanging off of here in Illinois. So that's been awesome. Doing a lot of training, doing a lot of running, and getting outside. And it's been sunny the last couple of days. I'm actually a little sunburnt, so the vitamin D. But as you can tell, a little all over the place. And I wanted to highlight this on Monday on pacing yourself, because yesterday, between the coaching, getting things done with my rental properties and stuff, and then we've also found this van. So trying to buy a van so we can do the van life thing. And we found a really cheap van on the side of the road, and we wanted my girlfriend's dad and his best friend to look at it mechanically wise. So even though it was already getting late and my bedtime was right around the corner, we tailed it up to the neighboring town so he could look at it driving back. By the time we did it all, it took about an extra hour and stuff. And then just getting home and staying up and then getting dinner situated and all this and that. By the time, we were ready to rock and roll. I was in bed about sleeping around 10 o'clock and then getting up at 4 in the morning. 6 hours just isn't enough for T-Dog. And so on Monday, trying to better pace myself and take my own advice. So even as coaches, my point for this story for yourself, understanding that we're not superhuman or immune to becoming tired if we tend to over push it. I mean, there's, as the Buddha says, the middle way is the way. So finding your middle path with things, not beating the crap out of yourself with, so it's like, what's the good that you can do and you can take out of this? Trying to be better at pacing yourself and trying to fix not being so tired for the next day so you still have quality. Because the last thing you'd want to do is in my coaching sessions is be too tired to be responsive, to be sharp with my brainstorming. That's where I think I set myself apart with a lot of coaches, is that proactive style of being flexible with my client one-on-one. And then if they need additional exercises with a certain topic, with a certain idea, I can stay on top of it and fire it away for them and kind of give a deeper dive, rhyme and reason to why this will be helpful and how we need to go about that. Really, you're trying to reframe it for them to answer their own question within coaching, because all of us have our own answers. It's just when we're tired and when we do too much, then that's sometimes where our thinking can get a little flattened and a little harder to keep up with overall. So being careful, make sure we're pacing ourselves. We don't need to completely change the world in a day, but make sure you're taking nice, productive action. Essentially, the thing that I work with a lot of my real estate agent clients is just when it comes into the spring season, these types of days between going, maybe you have a few investment properties of your own, you have your business to manage, you have family to take care of, and there's a lot of practices and exercises that I go through with people to help them kind of make sure that they're avoiding burnout. Essentially, working with T-Dog, we're reducing stress and increasing productivity. Okay, so on Monday, I want to give a little touch and a note on that. I'm making sure we're pacing ourselves as we're going through the week. Go get shit done. And also, if you do a bunch of stuff, because it doesn't matter about what day of the week you do, it doesn't matter what time you get it done. If you're getting it done and you're feeling good about it, how fucking right. Just don't be surprised if you have a really busy day Tuesday. If you go all out on Monday, going all out like I did yesterday, it's going to be a little tougher. It's going to be a little tougher to get out of bed. It's going to be a little tougher to go do this. Life's this weird game of not surprises. Like, it's pretty consistent. Like, if I pack up a really busy Tuesday, yes, and I work really hard on Monday, then yes, I will probably be tired. That makes sense. Things that make sense. It's so wonderful. Well, what I also wanted to go ahead and share with you guys, I am going to pull up a Wheel of Life. This is a classic exercise. Oh, these are photos for one of my houses. We don't need to look at that. Okay, documents. Bear with me as I try to find this coaching document. I should have set this out last night, and I didn't. Oh, yeah. Now that is my I have so many exercises. That's good though. We got the whole enchilada. Okay, Wheel of Life. Are we back? Yes. Let me pull back my other screen. Oh, we don't want you. We want you. We are live, still hanging out. Thanks for compensating with me while I go through this. Okay, Wheel of Life. So on this topic, a lot of coaches, and I've used this a decent amount in my own coaching, but if you work with a life coach, chances are they're probably going to pull this out at some point. This is just a tool or an exercise that use. You go ahead and you have the client rank all of the categories, and then they pick one. Today we're focusing on health. We're going to focus on health today. And then we're going to play a game of what, why, and how. So health, because I have a trip coming up to Canada. I've never left the country. I've done a lot of the states, but have yet to leave the country yet. I'm super excited. And we want to make sure that we pick something. We have a goal. So think for yourself. You have some type of goal. You have some type of activity that you're going to get to do in the future. Something fun to look forward to. These are very important to set in our life to make sure that the hard work that we do helps feel a little more justified, helps us a little pull back and have a rhyme and a reason for doing what we're doing. So specifically on health. So I leave in less than a week. So I can only drink one of these days before I leave. The what? Oh, that's a different one. The what? We want to run 5 miles a day. Except Saturday. That'll be a rest day. The what is run 5 miles a day except Saturday under the what, why, and how for a goal setting. So our what do we want? We want to run 5 miles a day except Saturday, rest day. The why. The why, because I know that if I do this now, it will make my trip with my brother a lot more enjoyable. It will make me not huff and puff nearly as much. It'll make it not burn nearly as bad when we're hiking up steeper mountains. It will make it a lot more enjoyable, a lot less painful. It'll allow me to focus on the actual views, the mountains, the trips. These workouts will make things easier for myself when I'm actually there. Now, when you say that, you're like, oh, yeah, duh. And whether it's sports or any type of physical activity, it's generally pretty easy to kind of put that why together. However, within work, within your own career, such as for yourself, you're trying to sell more houses, or your why is about trying to make more money, trying to get a little more specific, maybe with an activity, maybe for a vacation. I want to make X amount of dollars to buy a van so I can travel more with my spouse, with my kids, something along those lines. Or I want to make X amount of dollars. I want to sell X amount of houses. I want to lose X amount of pounds. Whatever the goal may be, try to be as specific as possible. The what and into the why of giving yourself why, that is, like, why do you actually want to do this? Well, I really want to explore the world to try and figure out where it is that we're supposed to settle down here, what actually works, what doesn't work, is there certain seasons I need to live in certain places? Are there certain types of food, types of people, types of activities I've never experienced? Like, The why being, as we're getting older and as we're trying new things and as we want to try new things and have different interests, we can actually back that up and be able to answer those questions. And to be able to do that, you have to have, you can, being able to afford the trip or willing to suffer a little bit to try and make the trip cheaper. Or maybe it's you're trying to find that next spot that you can call home. And a lot of times moving somewhere new can be really invigorating and exciting, or maybe just having a trip to look forward to can give us that why. And lastly, so our why to travel the world, brother. Travel the world with my brother. Going to he's been kind of the big spoke in my wheel for getting out of there. So I'm excited to kind of just jump out of the country with him really quick. We're just going north of the border, but we'll come back and be able to pray because really, I mean, yeah, being able to learn as much as I can from my brother and then hopefully be able to take these travel experiences with my girlfriend. She's a teacher, gets summers off, man. So it's like, man, I'm obsessed with spending a lot of time with you. If we could take this and travel and go find all these magical, cool spots, whether waterfalls in Tennessee, the beaches in Florida, or the mountains out in Colorado, just getting to mix it up and have a lot of fun with it and try and take advantage of the time has me incredibly excited. And that's good. We should be excited about working towards the things that we want to be getting done. So lastly, for our how are we going to do this? How are we going to set this up to run 5 miles a day? On this, I want it to be very clear. If it gets done and you're happy about it, then you can keep doing that. But if it doesn't get done, this is when we need to make changes. This is when we need to adjust our habits, such as the night before, I set out my running clothes. The night before, I set my running clothes on top of my shoes that are unlaced and they're sitting outside in the breezeway, ready to rock and roll. I do not smoke, drink, no luxury, none of these side little indulgences or TV shows. TV is probably a better, more relevant thing, but none of these side distractions or even scrolling on my phone for social media. I delete off that shit. Just trying to reduce the bad distractions, or don't go out to eat. Don't allow yourself all of these side indulgences to motivate you to go out and run to get it done. Doing it the other way around, using it as positive reinforcement. Go run and then go out to eat. Go run and then go work on something on the side that's fun that you think is a little tedious and uses a lot of your time. Go run and then you can go have a beer with your friends or something along those lines. But putting the activity before the reward. Too often with instant gratification, it is easy to indulge. And then by the time you get that done, you get that digested and stuff, you're too tired or you don't have enough time to get it done. And then a different excuse comes out. So how making these little tips and little tricks, such as after my coaching sessions, I go run. Directly after my coaching sessions today, I'm going to go run. And then after that, after the run, I make these badass super mega bomb smoothies that I really enjoy to drink. So I go run to get my cardio up for my trip. and then I come back and then I indulge in a really delicious smoothie to help reward myself for going out and getting physical exercise done. So using both ways to try and help support yourself, writing out the how, the why. Okay, that was for the why to travel, and the how, setting closeout, no TV, or eating out before running, setting closeout, no TV, or eating out before running, and super smoothie post workout. Okay. So we got a what? Run 5 miles a day except Saturday, the day before I leave. The why? To make my trip with a beloved family member in an exotic place more enjoyable, more fun, more in the moment, and just more views for more badass photos. And we're going to be bringing the GoPro and stuff and shooting a bunch of crazy ass films. So this is directly in alignment with my values and what I'm trying to do. And the how, I'm just going to simply do it before I indulge in any of these side things that I kind of fall trap to, such as towards the end of the evenings when I'm tired and say I haven't gone out and I haven't done something like that yet, specifically for this example, run the 5 miles, then it's very easy for me to want to crack a beer, go out to eat, maybe turn on a TV show, read a book, or something unproductive per se. NBA playoffs are on right now. I like basketball every now and again. But going back to the what, why, how, and getting the shit done that is needed to get done before we indulge. Delayed gratification versus instant gratification. When it comes to delayed versus instant, we're going to go a deeper dive into this topic specifically tomorrow, 5 a.m. Central Standard Time. The difference in the pros and cons of getting something immediately versus when people generally have to delay it. They have to put extra work towards it, and making sure that they're still making progress along the way. Friends, family, everyone, thank you so much. It is now my time to kind of go back and make sure I have everything ready for my coaching sessions today. If you found this useful, please never hesitate to like, comment, share these posts with other people. Specifically, I'm looking for real estate agents who want to avoid burnout, real estate agents who want to stay consistent with what they do, follow up with the promises, reduce their stress, increase their productivity. We have a lot of really good exercises, models, and formulas to help flow and brainstorm the perfect plan for you. Your morning life coach, T-Dog. I'm rolling out of here. I got a few things I want to knock out before my stuff. I'm going to let you guys be to it. I'm going to let you guys go out there. If you're still laying in bed and asking yourself, what is one thing I can do to improve myself today? Is it setting goals following the what, why, how method? Is it maybe just picking a topic on the wheel of life and asking what's the next step with this? What do I really want from this? Continue to provoke, continue to push yourself. We're here to get better together. I'm getting better every day. You're getting better every day. Let's continue to head in that direction, because improvement, there's nothing like getting better and getting good at shit to make us feel alive, to make us feel more motivated about what it is. So when in doubt, improve your skills, go kick some ass, Go get some shit done. Movement always helps alleviate anxiety, depression, all those good things. So get out, get some sun on your skin, get after what it is that you want to get done. I'm here to support in any way I can. I'll be back here tomorrow, 5 a.m. Let's get rolling. Let's get after it. Good morning to everyone. Have a wonderful day, rest of your day. Do something nice for somebody. Do something nice for yourself. And let's keep the productivity trend rolling. Thank you all so much. I will see you all tomorrow at 5 a.m. Central Standard Time. Cheers, friends.